Everyone, good afternoon, namaste, Jai Hind. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. And okay, today I'm starting with IPMAT CUET BBA 2023 Quantitative Aptitude. Okay, so I will be discussing various topics in quantitative aptitude in this series. Okay, I'm Vikas Dahiya. And in this series, we will discuss all the important topics of quant, right? So part 1, I'm starting with time, speed, distance, the most important topic. जल्दी से अपने फ्रेंड्स को शेयर कर दो, राइट? बता दो क्लास स्टार्ट हो गई है, फटाफट शेयर कर दो. टाइम, स्पीड, डिस्टेंस we will do, right? We will do question practice only, right? I will tell you how to solve it. कैसे solve करते हैं वो भी बताऊंगा. Okay, this is one of the most important topics. So we will be discussing time, speed, distance, right? Rather you can say time, speed, distance also part 1. Okay, part 1 in which I will discuss question based on ratio proportion. Okay, that is variation. And basic your formula usage, that is speed into time equal to distance. Then average speed. Okay, that average speed, your harmonic mean formula when the distance is constant. So we will be discussing that formula also, where we have 2uv over u plus v, right? Okay, that means basically the basic problems on time, speed, distance and average speed. Okay, so this will be today's agenda. ये दो चीजें हम डिस्कस करेंगे, रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन बेस्ड, राइट? वेरिएशन बेस्ड, टाइम, स्पीड, डिस्टेंस एंड एवरेज स्पीड. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली. जल्दी से स्टार्ट करते हैं. आप अपने फ्रेंड्स ग्रुप को शेयर कर सकते हैं. ओके, क्वेश्चन का आंसर देंगे. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, right, this is the first question. When a person reduces his speed from 32 to 20, he takes 45 minutes more than his usual time. Find the usual time taken by him. This is one of the common question, one of the examiner favorite question, you can say, right? One of the important question कि अगर speed change कर रहे हो 32 से 20, right? So your final speed is 20, your initial speed was 32, that means speed becomes 5 by 8. Okay, so speed becomes 5 by 8 of the original, right? You know your formula, speed into time equal to distance. If the distance is constant, if the distance is same in both the cases, if speed becomes 5 by 8, the time taken must becomes 8 by 5. Speed is inversely proportional to time when the distance is constant. So if speed becomes 5 by 8 of the original, so time must become 8 by 5 of the original time, actual time. So that means now it is 8 by 5t. Earlier it was t. The difference is 45 minutes. It is given because it is taking 45 minutes more now. So the difference 3 by 5t is 45. So I can say that time is nothing but 75 minutes. That actual time, original time was 75 minutes. We can write it as 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, 1 घंटा और 15 मिनट, 75 minutes आ गए ना. So simple question है, स्पीड अगर 5 by 8 हुई तो टाइम 8 by 5 होगा, और अगर 8 by 5 होगा तो 3 by 5 एक्स्ट्रा टाइम होगा, या यू कैन से 8 by 5 minus t, the original time, right? The difference is 45 minutes. It is given that the new time taken is 45 minutes more than the usual time, and the usual time so becomes 75 minutes, right? Okay, I hope this should be clear. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Next one and keep sharing the session. Okay, option is the correct answer. Right, this is one of the most important chapter, time, speed, distance. Okay, let's see this question. A person rides his bicycle for 24 more minutes than the usual time. Then he traveled 2/5 more distance than the usual. Right, he is simply saying अगर 24 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा चलाएंगे तो 2/5 डिस्टेंस एक्स्ट्रा चलेगा. Right, that means 2/5 of the original distance is covered in 24 minutes. Right, now he's saying in what time will he ride 3/8 more distance than his usual time. Now here he was only talking about the more minutes, the extra minutes, but here he is talking about the time taken in traveling 3/8 extra distance. That means the total distance traveled in this case will be x plus 3/8x, that will become 11/8x. So if 2/5x is traveled in 24 minutes, so 11/8x distance will be traveled in. So I can use unitary method, right? I can use unitary method. So this 2/5 I can write 5/2 here. So 8 into 3. So this becomes 33 into 5, 165/2, which is 82.5 minutes, which I can say 1 hour and 22.5 minutes, right? So it should be none of the above. None of the above should be the correct answer. That means my answer is 1 hour and 22.5 minutes. It is a very simple question directly given that 2/5 more distance, that means 2/5 of x is covering in 24 minutes. So what time he will take to cover 3/8 more distance than the usual. So usual is x, 3/8 more, that means it will become 11/8x. That what time it will take to travel 11/8x. Okay. So yes, it was a very simple question on unitary method. E option is the correct answer, none of the above. Right, my answer is 1 hour and 22.5 minutes. Okay, so very simple question. Let's move to the next one. Right, again a question, right, similar question we did. First question was similar to this, but this time he is giving two situations, right, two situations. One, when the student goes to the school from his home at a speed of 8 km per hour, he arrives 8 minutes late. So जब वो 8 किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड से चल रहा है तो 8 मिनट लेट हो जाता है. मैं ऐसा लिख लेता हूं, मैं ऐसा कहता हूं वो स्टूडेंट दो हैं. मैं दो केस ले लेता हूं. पहला स्टूडेंट है लेट्स से कल्लू. ओके, ये ट्रेवल करता है 8 किलोमीटर पर आवर पे, और ये जो टाइम लगाता है, इसको टाइम लगता है, वो लगता है t+8. वो 8 मिनट लेट है ना, तो उसको t+8 टाइम लग जाता है. ओके, t+8 मिनट्स. एंड दूसरा केस, लेट्स से बिल्लू इज ट्रेवलिंग एट 12 किलोमीटर पर आवर. अब की बार दूसरा केस है, उसमें 12 किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड है, तो ही वुड हैव रीच 12 मिनट्स अर्लियर. तो उसको मैं ले लेता हूं कि वो t-12 मिनट्स में वहां पहुंच जाता. राइट, सो ही इज टेकिंग t-12 मिनट्स. राइट, ओके. तो इस सिचुएशन में क्या है, डिस्टेंस तो सेम है ना, बिकॉज द डिस्टेंस इज सेम. राइट, रेशियो ऑफ द स्पीड, ओके, जस्ट सी here the ratio of the speed is 2:3. अगर स्पीड का रेशियो 2:3 है तो टाइम टेकन का रेशियो 3:2 होगा. तो टाइम टेकन यहां 3x, यहां 2x. सो द डिफरेंस इन द टाइम टेकन शुड बी x, विच इज इक्वल टू, अगर टाइम टेकन का डिफरेंस यहां से देखें तो वी कैन गेट 20 मिनट्स. सो इफ x is 20 minutes, so 3x is going to be 60 minutes. और यू कैन से 1 hour. वो कह रहा है फाइंड द डिस्टेंस ऑफ द स्कूल. राइट, सो 8 की स्पीड पे उसे 1 hour लगता था, तो इसका मतलब 8 किलोमीटर ही डिस्टेंस था. 8 kilometer per hour की speed पे he is taking 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, so he will be covering 8 kilometers only, right? At 8 kilometer per hour he is taking 1 hour, so that means it is 8 kilometers, the distance between, right, okay, his home and the school. Okay, so let's move to the next one. B is the correct answer. 8 kilometer is the correct answer. Let's move to the next one. अगर आपको कोई doubt लगे, कुछ problem लगे, तो you can ask, right? Otherwise also you can put your doubts in the, if you are viewing this video later on, right? You can put your doubt in the comment section of this video. Okay, and keep liking this also. So आप देखेंगे, a car running at a certain speed travels a distance of 144 km in a certain time. So distance is given. If the speed of the car had reduced by 6 km per hour, then it would have traveled 24 km less. See, the time is same in that time. Time is same. अगर 6 की स्पीड रिड्यूस करते हैं, 6 किलोमीटर पर आवर स्पीड रिड्यूस करते हैं, तो 24 किलोमीटर कम ट्रेवल करता है, तो टाइम तो उतना ही था. अगर 1 घंटे में 6 किलोमीटर कम गया तो 24 किलोमीटर, राइट, 4 घंटे में, यानी कि he must have traveled 4 hours, right? The time should be 4 hours because he is reducing the speed by 6 kilometer per hour and traveling a total of 24 kilometer less, right? So अगर 6 की रिड्यूस की स्पीड, तो 1 घंटे में 6 कम जाएगा, 6 किलोमीटर कम जाएगा, तो 24 किलोमीटर कम जाने के लिए उसे 4 घंटे ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. तो 6, 12, 18 एंड 24, जब 4 घंटे में वो 24 कम जाएगा, इसका मतलब टाइम टेकन वाज 4 आवर्स. अगर टाइम टेकन 4 आवर्स था और डिस्टेंस इज गिवन एज 144, सो डिस्टेंस बाय टाइम इज द स्पीड. दिस इज द स्पीड 36 किलोमीटर पर आवर. So we got the speed of the car. Now his question is, then what distance will the car cover in 3.5 hours? So speed हमें पता है, time 3.5 कितना होता है, 7 by 2 hours. So it becomes to 18 into 7, 126 kilometers. So my distance should be 126 kilometers. Option A is the correct answer. Right? Okay, questions are not that difficult, but it required practice, right? If you have done, right, this chapter you have practiced those questions, then you will be able to solve these questions quickly, right? Practice चाहिए इन सबको करने के लिए. Okay, सारी stories अगर आपने पहले सुनी होंगी similar story, तो और जल्दी हो जाएगा, fast हो जाएगा, right? So option A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 5. A man started a journey of 280 kilometer. Okay, my qualification, I have done double masters, MBA systems and MTech IT. Okay, so a man started a journey of 280 kilometer at a speed of 35 kilometer per hour by his car, but after traveling 2/5 part of the distance. Right, he has already traveled 2/5 part of the distance, right? So what is the remaining distance, right? If he has traveled 2/5 part, the remaining distance will be 3/5. So I'm saying, I'm talking about the remaining distance. The remaining distance is 3/5 of 280. This is the remaining distance. But in the remaining distance, okay, in the remaining distance, due to which he traveled remaining distance at 4/7 of the usual speed. So the speed becomes 4/7. If the speed becomes 4/7, right? Okay, that's a nice question. Okay, 4/7 of the speed, right? So time taken must become 7 by 4, inverse proportion, right? Okay. So that means this distance at 35 speed, this is the time taken, but now the time taken must become 7 by 4, right? But he is just talking the extra time. So if 7 by 4 is the total time, the extra time will be 7 by 4 minus 1, that is 3 by 4. So you can directly calculate 3 by 4. If you directly calculate 3 by 4, that would be the extra time, right? 7 by 4 is the total time, in that the remaining distance, the actual time taken, but you can directly calculate only the extra time. So if I'm calculating the extra time, now what will be this? 35 into 8, 4 into 2. So this becomes 3 into 3, 9 into 2, 18 by 5 hours, which is 3.6 hours. Right? This is the extra time. So A option should be the correct answer. Right? A option should be the correct answer. Okay, so 3.6 hours. A option is the correct answer. So let's move to the next one. Okay, if you get any doubt in this, you can ask. Otherwise, I'm moving to the next question. Right? Even if you get a doubt later on, you can put it in the comment section. Okay, A option is the correct answer. So let's move to the next one, next question, which says, right, just go through it. The question says, a man goes to a place and comes back in 5 hours 30 minutes. While going, he drives at a speed of 30 km per hour, and while coming, he drives at a speed of 36 km per hour. What is the total distance? Right, one method is that you can use the formula average speed. When the distance is constant, the average speed is 2uv over u plus v. That means you travel d distance at u speed and the same d distance at v speed. Then the average of the entire distance, entire total 2d distance, becomes 2uv over u plus v. Right, this is the average speed. If you apply this formula, the average speed will become 2 into 30 into 36, because the two speeds are 30 and 36. By 30 plus 36, this is the average speed. Now in this average speed, he is taking total of 5 hours 30 minutes, that is 11 by 2 hours. Right, so this will be your total distance traveled. Right, total distance traveled. Right, that is the average speed into the total time taken. Now this is 66. So 11 into 6, 66. 6 into 12 into 3, 36. So this becomes 30 into 3, 90 into 2, 180. So 180 kilometers should be the total distance traveled. Right, total distance traveled is 180 kilometers. But just be careful in this type of question. Be careful, because when he says the total distance, it is going to some point and coming back. Right? Instead of total distance, if he says that what is the distance between that place, right, he's going to a place. So from that point, at what distance was that place? So it is, if he is talking about the single distance, right, distance on the one side, then it has to be 180 by 2, because here the average speed into the total time taken, which is giving you the total distance that is going to some place and coming back. So it is double the distance. Right, double the distance on one side. Okay, because he's going to some point and coming back. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So I've applied the formula. Right, otherwise you could have done this simply by linear equation. That is, let's say distance on one side is d. So d by 30 plus d by 36 is the total time taken, which is 11 by 2 hours. You can take the LCM as 180. So this becomes 6d plus 5d, 11d, right, 11 by 2. So 2 into 90, 11 cancel with 11, so d equal to 90. But d is the distance on one side. So the total distance again become d 90 into 2, right, that is 180. Okay. But you can apply this direct formula, that is the average speed into the total time taken, or you calculate one side distance as d, right, d by 30 plus d by 36. I am just applying linear equation, right, linear equation से भी कर सकते थे, उसमें कोई आपको फॉर्मूला याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं थी, सिंपल बताते, right, distance by speed time, distance by speed time, total time दे रखा है, you can calculate that. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Right, D option is the correct answer. Okay, next question. And now Kamal covers first half time of the journey. Right, here tricky was He is saying first half time, right? And the next half of the time, right? When he travel the same time at speed u and same time at speed v, the average speed is simply u plus v by 2. So this was a very simple question. You calculate the average as 45 plus 25 by 2, which is 75 by 2. 35 is the average. Your answer will be 35 km per hour. When the time is same, when the distance is same, when the distance was same, we did that average speed was 2uv over u plus v, right? When the distance was same, the average speed was 2uv over u plus v. Now the time is same, the average speed is u plus v by 2. Okay, simply u plus v by 2. So simple average of 45 and 25, that is 35 is the average. Okay. So let's move to next one, and the option B is the correct answer. Okay. Next one. Now here he is saying first half distance and the next half distance. Now the distance is same. So the average speed is going to be 2uv. Average speed is going to be 2uv over u plus v. Now I want that average speed is given. Average speed is given. I want the value of x. So he is traveling the first half as 45, next half as x, and it will be u plus v, and the average speed is given as 36, right? So this is 90x by, okay, or you can say 36 into 45 plus x, right? So 9 into 4, 9 into, or 18 into 2, 18 into 5. So 5x equal to 90 plus 2x. So 3x equal to 90 or x equal to 30. We need to answer x only. The value of x becomes 30. Right? So I am applying this formula 2uv over u plus v. When the distance is constant, average speed is 2uv over u plus v. Okay? Yes, easy question. Right? Once you know the formula, the questions are easy. Okay, D option is the correct answer. Okay, next पे आ जाओ. Now, Amit covered first 1/3 of the journey at the speed of 32 km per hour, second 1/3 of the journey at the speed of 40 km per hour, remaining distance at the last 1/3 at speed of 80 km per hour. What is the average speed? Right? Now 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. You can apply that formula of 1/3 also, right? That will become basically, instead of 2uv, now it will become 3abc. Let's say the speeds are ab, but here it will be ab plus bc plus ca, right? Okay, you can apply this formula, but this will become lengthy, right? This will become lengthy. Instead of this, right, you will apply simple formula, right? That is what you will do. Take the distance as the LCM of these three, right? Because it is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 into 3 also you can do, right? What is the LCM of 30, 40 and 80? Right? 80 and 40, it is 80. 80 is already a multiple of 16. So 80 into 2. So 160. 160 can be LCM of these three. Right? He is doing 1/3, 1/3 also. So 160 into 3. Take the total distance. Take the total distance as 480. Right? How does it help? Because the average speed is total distance by total time. Let's say total distance is 480. Now the time. Time in the first 1/3, that is in 160, speed was 32. This is the time. Next 160, speed was 40. This is the time. Next 160, the speed was 80. This is the time. Because 160 is LCM of these three, so you can divide this exactly and you can get exact figures, right? Integer figures. So it will be 5 plus 4 plus 2. So it is 480 by 11. That should be the answer. A option should be the correct answer. Right? Otherwise also you can put that formula I told you, 3 into 32 into 40 into 80, and then divided by 32 into 40. right, plus 32 into 80 plus 40 into 80, right? You can take common 80, you can take common from denominator, right? If I take 80 common, right, it will become 16 plus 32 plus 40. So 80 cancelled with 80, right? In the remaining also I can take 8 common. So if I take 8 common from here, so it will become 2 plus 4 plus 5. So 8 also I am cancelling with 5. So 5 into 32, 160 into 3, 480 by 5 for 2, 11. Right, your answer will be same. You can apply direct formula, right? Average speed when the distance are all constant. There are 3 distances and all are same. The formula is 3abc over ab plus bc plus ca, where abc are speeds in the right different parts. First part, 1/3 distance at A speed, next 1/3 distance at B speed, next 1/3 distance at C speed. Your average speed can be 3abc by AB plus BC plus CA. But that seems lengthy. Instead of that, if you take the LCM of the speeds given, and because it was 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, so into 3 you should take as the right distance. Okay? That will be easy. Okay, A option is the correct answer. Let's move to the next one. A person covers a distance of 30 kilometers at a speed of 12 km per hour in the next 45 km, 7.5 hour. So it is the question again on average speed. So you just keep writing, right? Like this I generally write distance, speed, time. I write for all the parts. So first part he is saying 30 km is the distance, 12 is the speed. So 30 by 12, 2.5 hours will be the time. Right, next 45 kilometer he is saying 7.5 hours, so 45 by 7.5, 6 will be the speed. Okay, he covers the remaining distance at a speed of 22.5. Now the speed is given, right, in 2 hours. So 20.5, 22.5 into 2 is 45 kilometers. He is saying what is the average speed of the person entire journey. So total distance is 45, 45, 90 plus 3, 120. Total time taken is, this is 10 and 2, 12. So distance by time, the average speed is going to be 10. 120 by 12, average speed is going to be 10. Right? So this is a super duper easy question. Okay, you are writing distance speed time of all the parts, all the right different parts covered at different speeds. You are writing distance speed time for all, total distance and total time, right? Speed you will not take because speed cannot be added or subtracted like that, but distance can be added, time can be added. So total distance by total time will be the net speed, average speed, right? Okay. So let's move to the next one. A option is the correct answer. Okay, next one. A person is driving a car in fog, passes a cyclist. Okay, this is a logical question, good question, right? Okay, so a person is driving a car in fog, passes a cyclist. Okay, suppose cyclist is here, right? Okay, and this person passes from here, so he is also at the same point. Now who was walking at the speed of 10.5 km per hour? So cyclist is traveling at 10.5 km per hour. Now in the same direction, the cyclist could see the car for 20 minutes and it was visible to him in fog up to a distance of 4.5 km. Now there, when they both are moving in the same direction, there will be a gap that will start being created, right? A gap will start being created. Okay, a gap बना start हो जाएगा ना? Okay, क्योंकि वो कार है. Okay, this is cyclist, right? There is a car. So car is traveling at, let's say, x speed. Now he can see the car for 20 minutes, right? So can I say 20 minutes? Okay, I can convert this into hours. So time into relative speed. Relative speed is x minus 10.5. right? That should be the relative distance, which is 4.5 kilometer. He's saying he could see the car up to 4.5 kilometer and he could see the car up to 20 minutes, right? So that 4.5 kilometer gap is being created at a relative speed in 20 minutes. Okay. So now if I write this also like this, so 20 into 3, so x minus 10.5, right? This becomes 3 into 4.5, that will become 13.5 actually. So x is 13.5 plus 10.5, that will become 24, right? That is the speed of the car. So speed of the car is 24 kilometer per hour, right? 24 kilometer per hour will be the speed of the car, right? See, when the car started crossing this cyclist, right? When they were at the same point, after that, in a frame of 20 minutes, right? Because the gap will be created at a relative speed, right? So if car is also traveling at 10.5, cycle also traveling at 10.5, there will be no gap created. 10.5 minus 10.5 will be 0. Relative speed will be 0. But if the car is running at x speed and the cyclist at 10.5, so the gap between per hour gap will be x minus 10.5. But in 20 minutes, right, that created a gap of 4.5 kilometer till 4.5 kilometer, right, up to a distance of 4.5 kilometer that the cyclist can see the car. Okay. So let's move to the next one then. D is the correct answer. Now another good question, another good story, right, that will be difficult to understand in the exam if you are looking at it for the first time, right? अगर पहली बार इसको एग्जाम में देखोगे तो मुश्किल लगेगी, otherwise this is not that difficult. Let's see. Buses start from a terminal every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes buses start from the terminal. A man walking in the same direction away from the terminal. Okay, just see that. Let's say here the terminal is there, right? A person is walking away from the terminal. The person is walking like this, right? And the bus is also coming like this. Okay. Suppose one particular bus, right, meet this person here, right? Now there must be at a gap, at a distance of d, let's say some distance d, there must be B2, right? This distance B2 will travel, right? B2 will travel in 30 minutes. Because buses are coming after every 30 minutes. The buses are starting from a terminal after every 30 minutes. So at some point when B1 reaches, right, B2 will be 30 minutes behind. Now B2 will reach that point where B1 was there in 30 minutes. Okay. At the speed of the bus. Right? So he's talking about speed of each bus. Let's say speed of bus is x, right? So at speed x, right, the bus B2 will reach, right, where B1 is right now, right? It will reach in 30 minutes. Okay. Now, because this person is moving, right? This person is moving, right? Here the person is also there, right? This person is moving, right, at 9 kilometer per hour. Right? The gap between this B2, the B2 bus and that person is again D, the same gap, the same distance where bus 1 was there, right? Bus 1 was just overtaking this person. So bus 1 and that person was at the same point. So distance from B2 and that person is same, the D distance. But now this person, the bus will cover this distance at a relative speed because the person is moving, right? Okay, alone this distance, the bus will cover at speed x in 30 minutes. The same distance this bus will travel at x minus 9 speed, right? Because the person is moving, right, in 36 minutes. Because it is given that the buses are meeting that person after every 36 minutes. So first bus was there. Now the second bus will meet him in 36 minutes. Because at a relative speed, it will cover the same distance. Now the distance covered will be the same, right? Relative distance covered will be same in both the cases. So here 60 I am cancelling, right? Here it is 6 into 5, 6 into 6. So 6x minus 5x, this will become x, and 9 into 6, it will become 54. So the speed of the bus is 54 km per hour. Right, speed of the bus would be 54 km per hour. This is a good question. Once you understood it, right, once I got it, right, then I can solve it in seconds, right, because I know how to do it, right. I need not to explain to anybody. I will straight away say that the bus in 30 minutes will cover the same distance, which is bus minus 9, that is the person speed of the person, in 36 minutes. So you can just equate and get the value of x, right, the speed of the bus. Okay, right, and this is an homework question, right. I have given this question here, right, just that after this class you will attempt this question, right, or you can attempt it now, but put your answer in the comment section of this video. Right now, after this class, the comment section will be visible. So post your answer in the comment section of video. Okay, right, and I will also tell you that it is correct or not, or whether some doubt is there. So I will discuss in the comment section only. Right, so this will be your homework question. You can pause it and you can solve it, and then you can put it in the comment section, your answer. You can submit your answer in the comment section. Right, okay, another common story, and this was the last question of the day. Right, so see you in the next session. Bye bye, namaste, jai hind, thank you.